go.
Okay, Sam Lodge, stroke 8, nose 5, low, break right.
Hey guys, how you doing? So me and Feisty were playing around a little bit with Fox 2s, that's heat seekers for anyone who doesn't know, between the Mig-29 and the F-18 Hornet. We did a few rounds and I thought I'd post those for everyone to see. I really didn't expect the Mig-29 to put up as good a fight as it did, but turns out it can really hold its own in those close-in encounters. And just before we start the video, guys, I just wanted to thank everybody who placed orders with Wild Weasel from the last video and the one before that. You guys have helped to support the DCS server and also the channel, and I appreciate that level of support very much. Anyone who hasn't already checked out their site, go have a look. Maybe you find something you like, and just remember it goes a long way to supporting the channel and the DCS server. And keep in mind that my viewers get 10% off with the code Growling10. Alright guys, let's kick off this video.
Minimum speed. 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 Left engine fire. Right engine fire. Right engine fire. Radar failure. EOS.
Alright guys, so we saw that these fights were pretty quick, so I'm just going to attack view review just a couple of interesting ones. Because you know what the concept comes down to, it's really just a merge, whoever can lock up the other guy first and Fox 2, and then really whoever's got the quicker finger on the countermeasures. It's not a complicated fight. So pretty much there's the merge, and on this one Feisty goes high, which allows him to swing his nose around real nice, and he gets his Sidewinder off first. I see it coming, so I throttle down, flares out, and I get lucky because this thing misses me by, let's go back just a little bit, 62 feet. 40 feet. Yeah, 40 feet. That's the lowest I saw. Yeah, so 40 feet. We dodged that winder. And so now I have kind of the vertical advantage here. And this is the interesting thing with the MiG. And ever since I got these new rudder pedals, I got the new, what do you call them? I got new Thrustmaster, I forget what they're called, whatever, they're just rudder pedals, and I used to use the twist stick. And ever since I got those, I got a little bit more control on the aircraft, but I never thought I'd be able to do something like this. But like, look at this maneuver here. Like, that's crazy, man. You've never seen anything like, I mean, I personally have never seen a maneuver quite like this. Like, I'd be pretty pissed if I was in that Hornet and I seen some shit like this go down. It's like this guy just it's from here to and you see the missile come off. See those labels here. Look at this turn rate. It's probably hilarious. 5.6. Look at that TRT at the bottom. Oh, that's crazy. I thought it'd be higher than that. But yeah, you can see the true airspeed is like nothing. Like, this aircraft, for all intents and purposes, is like stalled out here. And it's pure rudder control that's doing this. You just swing the nose around. And like, the thing is too, like, the aircraft was swinging in this direction and the helmet mounted sight just grabbed him. It's not like I managed to point the airplane at him. I was basically falling to the left. See, look at that. And it just gets a lock and you fire the missile. And he just doesn't react in time because I just think he wasn't expecting that to happen. You can see he doesn't flare well until the missiles almost hit him. And he even look at Feisty, he actually chaffs first. He chaffs first out of panic, like he so was not expecting this shit to happen. That's so funny. Look at this. So he's watching me. He sees the MiG do this bullshittery. He's like, what the hell am I looking at? And then it just faces at him. Missile comes off the rail. And he like panics for a second. It looks like hits the chaff. Couple of flares, but it's just not enough. And then I managed to somehow regain control of the MiG and we're good. Alright, so that's going to be that round. Let's do like one more attack view. Alright, so let's do one here where Feisty wins. Just so he doesn't cry about it later. Just kidding, I love you, bro. So we got the merge, and looks like we go for a 2 circle. And so yeah, that's one of the other things. Like, ideally you'd want to keep it 1 circle just to keep the parameters a little tighter so the other guy can't get a fire solution. But the mistake that I made here was I came down, and by coming down what I've done is kind of elongated my turn. Feisty went high, so he was able to reduce his altitude, and then gravity kind of pulled him down. You get this little nice little loop shape at the top, and therefore he was able to come around nose hot a lot faster than me, which is really what's going to win you this fight. And he's going to get his missile off. That one's going to be a 9M as well. And he's going to hit me right in the face there. I still managed to get my missile off. Like, usually this missile will actually detonate on your plane as well from the explosion of the impact, but this missile gets out, and the R-73 has a very strange ability to turn. And so Feisty's lucky here because he turns into it. Like, I've seen R-73s do some very strange things in DCS. Like, I'm talking about like guys having flown by, missile going up and popping back down on their head. Very, very strange behavior. So Feisty does a great job there. Just because I'm dead doesn't mean that missile's dead. So he continues to defend the missile. He doesn't drop flares, but I think he can tell that he's going to be able to outturn it. So he just turns into it and easily defeats it. But I think like if he had extended away from it, it might have hit him in the back. I don't know. Yeah, look at it. Look at that missile, man. It won't piss off. It came back for him. Like, that missile has now done like a full 360 looking for Feisty. That's crazy, man. If the Russians put like a stronger motor in these things, they would be a serious pain in the ass. Like this one, if it had more energy, like say if it just had double the rocket motor, it could probably catch him. Yeah, but that's it. Okay, so these fights are generally pretty simple. It really just comes down to keeping it 1 circle or I don't know, going vertical so you can flip your nose around a little faster. I found that works pretty well. And it really just comes down to who points their nose around faster and gets that missile off. And pre-flaring too, it's a good idea, dropping some flares. We do go on later on in the fights, and some of the missiles that you see in the video are actually 9Xs and not 9Ms. With the 9Xs, one of the best ways to defeat the AIM-9X is to actually flare before launch. I find that they're far less effective if you do that. If that missile comes off the rail and then you start flaring, you're in for a bad day, man. So just keep that in mind. Alright guys, so that's going to be the video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. We're just kind of goofing off, and I decided that maybe we could make a video for it. I hope you enjoyed it, found it entertaining. Maybe you learned something, maybe you didn't. Either way, thanks for watching. Have a good one. I'll see you next time. Bye guys.